Good morning, friends. Happy Thursday. Hope you are ready for story time with Miss Gray today. So I had a request to hear some Clifford stories. So the first story I'd like to share with you today is called Clifford and the Big Storm. I know many of you love the big red dog. So sit back and let's enjoy story time with Clifford this morning. Clifford loves the ocean. It's big enough for him to swim in. He watched my friends and me build castles in the sand. Clifford built one too. Then we wanted to go fishing, but there was no room for us on the pier. But that didn't matter because we had Clifford. One day, we couldn't go swimming or fishing. We heard that a big storm was coming up the coast. The police told everybody along the shore to leave for a safer place. Grandma hated to leave her little home. Clifford took us away from the beach to a high school gym. We were safe there, but Clifford knew that Grandma was worried about her home. He hurried back to the beach. The wind and rain could not stop Clifford. The storm was bad. Trees were even falling down. Big waves were crashing up on the shore, and Grandma's house was in danger. Clifford had to do something. First, he picked up some of the fallen trees. He piled the trees in back of Grandma's house and he covered them with sand. The sand pile would block the waves. While Clifford was packing down the sand, he saw a bolt of lightning hit the lighthouse, and the lighthouse began to burn. Clifford knew just what to do. Whoosh! The fire was out. Then, over the roar of the storm, Clifford heard another sound. It was two puppies, and they were scared. Clifford reached the puppies just in time. He made sure his new friends were safe, and then he ran back to Grandma's. Uh-oh, there was more trouble. Two boats were loose in the waves, and they were about to crash. Clifford brought them safely ashore. The waves kept getting bigger, and Clifford was afraid the sand pile would be washed away. He lay down to guard the house, but what would happen next? The storm kept blowing all night long. We wondered where Clifford was, and the next morning the police said we could go back to Grandma's. Her house was safe behind a big pile of sand, but we didn't see Clifford anywhere. Surprise! Clifford was covered with sand, but Grandma was so happy she gave him a hug anyway. We were all so glad to be together again. Thank you, Clifford. And our next Clifford story is called Clifford Teacher's Pets. Welcome to doggy school, everyone, said Brittany Spaniel. We're going to have lots of fun together. First, I want to teach each of you to roll over. Cleo, you go first. Cleo rolled and rolled and rolled. That's enough rolling, Cleo, said Brittany, laughing. Well done. Now it's your turn, Clifford. When Clifford rolled, the ground shook and everyone went down with him. Wow, Clifford, you made a big impression, said Brittany, standing up. Mac, you're next, said Brittany. But Mac wouldn't budge. No matter what Brittany did, he refused to roll. Would you do it for a treat, she asked. In one motion, Mac did a roll, sat up, and gobbled his treat. Brittany laughed. That was very good, Mac. Ready, T-Bone? At first, T-Bone was too nervous, and then he crouched down and he did one careful roll, and he smiled. "That was just fine, T-Bone," said Brittany as she turned to the other dogs. T-Bone's smile went away. "Just fine," he thought, "but I did a good roll. Why didn't she like it? Maybe tomorrow will be better." The next day, Brittany taught a new trick. "Now, I want everyone to fetch this ball. Clifford, you go first." Brittany threw the ball as far as she could. Clifford ran and ran and ran over the trees and into the ocean. When he returned with the ball, Brittany smiled. "That was excellent, Clifford." "Cleo, you're next," said Brittany. Cleo brought back the ball and then a newspaper and then a stick. "Cleo, you're doing very well," said Brittany encouragingly. "Your turn, Mac." Once again, Mac didn't move. "Okay, Mac, how about another treat?" said Brittany, smiling. Away Mac ran after the ball. He dropped it at Brittany's feet and gobbled up the treat. When T-Bone's turn came, he quickly brought the ball back to Brittany, panting hopefully. "Thank you, T-Bone. That was just fine," said Brittany. Later, T-Bone said, "Clifford, I'm trying my hardest, but she only says I'm doing just fine." "Believe in yourself, T-Bone," said Clifford. "We all think you're doing great." And the other dogs barked in agreement. At the end of the week, Brittany said, "You've all done wonderfully. I'll see you at graduation tomorrow." T-Bone gulped. "Graduation?" "I want the biggest trophy ever," said Cleo. "I want Emily Elizabeth to come see me," said Clifford. "I want lots and lots of treats," said Mac. "I just want to graduate," said T-Bone quietly. "All of my dogs did very well this week," said Brittany. "The award for the most enthusiastic student goes to Cleo. The award for making the biggest impression goes to Clifford. And the award for the best tricks for treats goes to Mac. And the award for the hardest working student who always tried his best goes to T-Bone." And that made T-Bone feel just fine. The end. I hope you enjoyed Story Time with Miss Gray, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day.